Hey, good afternoon. It's Pete from FigLife.com. Today I'm going to be looking at a tree called white Triana. So white Triana is a reliable producer. I've had it for about 3 years. It always grows really well. It's one of my strongest, most vigorous growers, and it always produces lots of fruit. It's not, the fruit's good. It's a good fig. It's not spectacular, but good production, good growth, and good taste on this fig. So it's one that I've kept around as kind of a workhorse variety. And the tree being as good of a grower as it is, it's also one that I sometimes use as a rootstock for other trees if I'm trying to graft a fig onto a vigorous rootstock. So this is white Triana. As you can see, I've got lots of figs on this tree, and it's late July here in Virginia, and a lot of these figs are starting to ripen now. So this is also a fairly early variety, although almost all my trees have gotten a head start, so I wouldn't use that date. I wouldn't mark that date on your calendar if you're not also giving your trees a head start in a greenhouse or something. So I picked a couple of these figs already, so let's go take a look at those. Okay, so this is white Triana. As you can see, I've got several ripe figs here, and slightly different sizes here, but this is pretty typical. This is a fairly large fig. I've said this before on other videos, but I don't usually keep the large figs around because I tend to have problems with them, but this has been an exception. If it wasn't good, I certainly would not have kept it around. Some other figs that I've gotten rid of have been yellow long neck, long yellow. They just didn't do very well in the weather here. This one, though, has done okay despite the fact that it's large and despite the fact that it doesn't have a completely closed eye. So I've kept it around. I know there's been some other growers, Ross in particular has said a lot of good things about white Triana. I wouldn't go quite as far as Ross does in saying that this is, a top fig, but it is, I do agree with him that this is actually a pretty good fig, and it has a good taste and just a lot of good qualities about it. So let me go ahead and cut these open and give these a try. Go ahead and taste these. All right, there it is. I cut them open. As you can see, nice and juicy. It looks to be fully ripe. So let me see how these taste. This is white Triana. Yeah, really good. Just a lot of really nice sweetness. Not really much berry flavor at all. I don't know if I'd call it a honey fig. Probably really light berry. I mean, there might be a little bit of berry flavor in there, but just a real nice sweetness. I mean, it's a solid fig. It's a good reliable producer. Again, not gonna knock your socks off, but one that's worth having around. I think if you're gonna have a bunch of varieties, this is probably one that's worth holding on to. So this is white Triana. I've got this and many other videos on my website, www.figlife.com. Check it out, and thanks for watching.